In Gojo's loneliness during his time after his awakening, he wanted to form a group of extremely strong sorcerers that would eventually be able to stand with him. Megumi, Yuji, and Yuta were all introduced to us pretty quickly in the story, but the mysterious suspended third year who could allegedly reach Gojo's level was hidden to us for a very large portion of the story. Having what could only be considered top tier levels of build up and hype, with statements from well respected and powerful characters like Todo wanting to fight him, Gojo claiming he could reach his level, and Yuta saying that when Hakari gets on a roll he's even stronger than him. Hakari had a lot to live up to when first being introduced, and to say he lived up to everyone's expectations is a bit of an understatement. Hakari's first major fight in this series versus Hajime Kashimo is generally considered to be one of the best in the entire franchise, and personally is my second favorite fight following Gojo versus Sukuna. Hakari also embodies what may be the definition of a modern day sorcerer, but very much so has the makings of a Heian era sorcerer as well, the golden days of Jujutsu. Today I'm going to go over Hakari's character and strength in a fairly in-depth analysis on him as a whole. Before we begin, I'd like to ask if you could leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, as I'd really appreciate it. I don't plan on doing this in chronological order or anything. I'll talk about Hakari's introduction later, or you can skip to that part in the chapters below. For now, I want to go over Hakari's skill set because it's extremely important for a sorcerer. Like Gojo says, about 80% of a sorcerer's skill set is all innate talent. Hakari's curse technique has yet to be revealed to us in full, but we do know that Hakari's domain comes standard with his curse technique, and that makes him able to change the conditions of his domain more frequently than anyone else should be able to, except maybe Higuruma. Such is the case when he hits a jackpot against Kashimo and then move the coordinates of his barrier to above the ocean to drop Kashimo into it. This is an extremely simple move for Hakari, as he does it with a literal snap of his fingers, and it gave him a huge advantage over Kashimo. If domain stand at the peak of Jujutsu sorcery and Hakari's come standard with his technique, then it's pretty safe to say Hakari is an extremely talented sorcerer, and the 80% of his skill set that's innate talent is higher than most. Speaking of Hakari's domain expansion, I'd like to touch on what I mentioned in the intro about Hakari being the definition of a modern day sorcerer. Since we don't know Hakari's parents, and from the way he hangs out and doesn't seem to care for the rules at all, it seems likely that he either doesn't have any or they don't care about him. It's likely that Hakari does not hail from any of the larger families in Jujutsu society, so his curse technique likely isn't handed down from anywhere, so the fact that his curse technique is a very modern day thing, with it being sort of like a video game or a game of pachinko, which wasn't around until the 1920s, it's safe to say this is likely a Hakari exclusive technique. But at the same time, Hakari's domain reflects the domains of the past, because as Tengen mentions to Yuji, domain expansions used to be more common because they didn't have deadly can't miss attacks, and instead just simply force you to play by the rules of the curse technique imbued into it. Hakari's domain expansion literally gives you the rules of the game so you can play along with him, although it's not really possible for anyone else to hit a jackpot like Hakari can. Because of this, Hakari's curse technique activation inside of his domain is faster than even Mahito and Shibuya. And keep in mind, Mahito was not only activated by Black Flash in this moment, which made the move even possible for him in the first place, but he was inspired by the greatest sorcerer of the modern day to even make it happen. Not to mention, the move was fast enough that even someone like 15 Fingers Sukuna inside of Yuji wasn't able to capitalize and harm Mahito's soul. Just saying that to add on to how fast Hakari's technique activates inside the domain. There is one thing I'd like to mention here before getting into the rules of Hakari's domain, and that's a mistranslation in Viz's release of the manga, where they don't quite capture another strength his domain has. This comes from Lightning. He's another official translator and does a lot of the corrections you see throughout the community. And he's even translated a JJK chapter for Viz before, that being chapter 236. Just so you know, he's credible. According to him, the actual translation implies that Hakari trades the lethality of his sure hit for better strength in a domain clash and the quick activation speed I just went over. So if Hakari gets in a domain clash with another sorcerer around his level, he's likely going to win, but since he doesn't have a lethal sure hit, it doesn't matter all too much, as the other sorcerer is just going to be forced to play the game. While Hakari doesn't normally beat down people inside his domain, at least as far as we see from Charles, Kashimo, and Arame, the thing he comes out of the domain with is far more powerful. If Hakari hits a jackpot inside his domain, he will be granted infinite cursed energy, and because of that infinite cursed energy, his body reflexively performs reverse curse technique. So for 4 minutes and 11 seconds after a jackpot, Hakari is invincible unless you can just blow his head up or destroy it. The wording of this here has me wondering if Hakari only got his head cut off but not destroyed, if his body would regenerate from it. Now this page here has a ton of information on it, and it actually caused a bit of controversy inside the community for being so complicated of a technique. But if you actually read the page, it's not very complicated at all. The thing is even separated into different sections so you can know what part you're reading, so let's start with the rules first. Idle Death Gamble is a domain based on a real pachinko machine. The rules are easy. Hit the jackpot by getting 3 of the same symbols, and hitting the jackpot means Hakari gets a bonus. The page doesn't tell us what it is, but we know now that it's his virtual immortality for 4 minutes and 11 seconds. When it comes to game flow, the chart here is pretty simple. Hakari starts in normal mode, which leads to a jackpot. The jackpot can lead to 2 different prizes. Increased probability is the more simple one that goes back to jackpot. Faster spins is also simple though. It can lead to a jackpot or back to normal mode. As for the probability of this stuff happening, jackpot is about a 1 in 239 chance, and increased probability is approximately 75%. The Ricci scenarios basically increase Hakari's chances for hitting a jackpot by doing stage changes. If one fails, they go back to the start and it'll repeat until he draws a winner. So the final train Ricci allows for the highest chance of hitting a jackpot. Hakari generates his visual effect in order to advance to a Ricci scenario. Even though he can choose the effect, its success is up to luck. Now on top of that, there are these chance boosters that even further increase the chances of a jackpot, even if the Ricci scenario is unfavorable. Yume background, Armanagawa cutscene, and group indicators. With all this in mind, I want everyone to know, even though his jackpot is up to luck, he has never gone past 30 spins, whether he was taking it easy or going all out. This, coupled with the last page of this chapter, where Hakari says he uses skill to grab hold of luck, leads me to believe Hakari may have some level of probability manipulation. I've talked about this in like every JJK video I've done so far, and I'm kind of sick of repeating myself, so I'll just give the quick rundown that calamities, or being dispassionate and living by your own means, like a tornado or wildfire that burns freely with no regard for what it's hitting, make you stronger, and the people in Jujutsu Kaisen seen as the strongest or the potential to be the strongest normally wield techniques that could be seen as calamitous, like Gojo's space manipulation, the fact that the disaster curses were all formed from the fear of calamities, Kashimo, who is the god of lightning, Megami, who controls the shadows, or more literally if you will, controls the darkness, Maki or Toji, who can literally deny fate and destiny, Yuki's control of mass and ability to create a literal black hole, and obviously the peak of sorcery himself, Sukuna, who is quite literally the best example of what I'm talking about, being described as a calamity himself. It would make sense that someone said to be able to catch up with the strongest would be able to manipulate probability in some way, which itself could be considered calamitous, or if you want to say, could even be the basis for what a calamity does to an area or person, like a tornado moving in an unlikely pattern and not doing its maximum damage. Calming down from my rant, let me get back to explaining Hakari's domain. After a jackpot and when Hakari is invincible, his cursed energy and cursed technique replenish. As long as Hakari keeps hitting the jackpot, he can open his domain over and over. Also, inside of the domain, not to say Hakari is immortal, but he can sort of get rid of damage. I don't want to pretend I fully understand this, but the way it seems to me, Hakari can use continuation and renewal to negate the damage done to him while inside his domain and outside of his jackpot mode. What the actual manga says about it is Hakari is redoing one consecutive effect sequence. I do not know what this means at all. However, based on what we actually see is going on, Hakari is getting rid of the sequence where he got damaged and shattering it, as you can see the old panel of his damaged face in the shattered glass. That, coupled with Kashimo's surprise, makes it seem pretty likely that's what he's doing, but whatever. Next, this is where I would like to introduce the idea of Hakari having different jackpots. Well, not the idea, since we know even numbered jackpots carry faster spins and odd numbered jackpots carry increased probability, but a bit more complex than that, since when Hakari hit a 666, he got pachinko mode that carried increased probability but appears similar to faster spins. I'm talking about Hakari hitting the ultimate jackpot with the 777. We saw in the fight with Charles, Hakari got a jackpot with 3s, and for some reason the cursed energy bonus was delayed even though the song started playing that should indicate he's immortal. We see in the middle of the first chapter of his fight with Kashimo that Hakari says, "Here it comes, cursed energy bonus." This, coupled with the 666's hiding probability and the pachinko mode, just lead me to believe the 777, which is the ultimate jackpot at least in real life, would carry a different bonus than the rest of them. But what could that be? My thought process that expanding on the domain, or what we already know about it, this might let Hakari get both increased probability as well as faster spins to hit 777s yet again, and this would put him on a roll of infinite jackpots so long as whatever fight he's currently in is going on. Broadening my imagination a little bit leads me to think that it also might lead to a longer round in his jackpot, but to be honest, that just seems unlikely based on how the domain is described to us. I mean, to be fair, I guess they could explain it like Hakari's technique puts the song on replay mode when he hits 777s, but that just seems a bit too far-fetched to me. But here at the end of the domain expansion explanation, I'll say again, even though Hakari's domain is up to luck, he is truly a lucky guy, or maybe he can control probability to some extent or whatever. Inevitably, I'm going to have to touch on Hakari versus Yuta here, not in full, but at least a little bit, since Yuta is very relevant to Hakari's power scaling. For the most part, Hakari and Yuta are said to be on the same level of potential, with Yuta actually being the stronger combatant or more powerful sorcerer, if you will. Them being the same level in terms of potential is stated by Gojo when he says that Hakari and Yuta would both become sorcerers rivaling him, and that Yuji was no exception, and even though he's not shown in the people who won't be limited to special grade, you can definitely say he's included when Gojo thinks of it, due to it showing Yuji and Yuta, both of which are stated to have the Gojo level potential like Hakari. As far as Yuta being stronger, you have the character popularity poll mentioning that Yuta is the second most powerful sorcerer next to Gojo in the modern era, and you have Todo saying that he dragged Yuta out for a fight, and then saying, or at least the third year, in reference to Hakari, which obviously implies he sees Hakari as less of a challenge. So at least on the surface level, or should I say prior to his introduction, that Hakari is weaker than Yuta. But apply a bit of skepticism to these statements with some backing from other characters and you get a not so clear answer. I'll start with the most obvious of them, being that when Hakari gets on a roll, he's even stronger than Yuta. Although Maki disagrees with this, I think Yuta is a more reliable source on his own ability and power. Well, you may be saying, what exactly does on a roll mean, and what about Yuta being stated to be the second most powerful sorcerer next to Gojo? And I'll get to that, but I want to mention another time these two are implied to be the same level. It's during Gojo's fight with Sukuna on chapter 234. Hakari mentions to Yuta that Gojo only wants help if he gets weaker than Hakari or Yuta, and Yuta agrees. He just says it depends on the circumstances. The fact that he says Hakari or Yuta definitely implies that they are on the same level, and then even further than that, you have Kenjaku mentioning the heavy hitters that have Hakari, Yuta, and Maki all standing there. So at their base, Hakari and Yuta are definitely comparable according to Gojo, according to Kenjaku, and Yuta and Hakari also seem to agree with that sentiment. It's their powered up forms that make this difficult or ambiguous, I guess you could say, as Hakari's is based on luck, but Yuta's isn't, so by proxy should be more readily available. but at the same time he's got a time limit, so it may be the case, or at least the more consistent interpretation taking every statement into account, since neither of these characters really have anti-feats, that Hakari when he's on a roll is stronger than Yuta, but since that is situational and up to luck, Yuta is considered to be more powerful. But if you ask me, since Hakari is so lucky, I think it's pretty likely that he'd win in a fight against Yuta. I'll go more in depth with this in a separate video dedicated to the topic, but a Hakari video without mentioning this stuff just feels sort of incomplete. Now, in true non-chronological order, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, let's talk about Hakari's introduction and his character. I hate to state the obvious, but Hakari is very violent, and it's made very clear to us that he loves not only watching good fights, but likes to participate in them as well. You can see him telling Kashimo not to disappoint him after he lets him beat on him a little bit. A more important aspect of Hakari's character though is his personality, as it's directly tied to his curse technique and domain expansion. It's unclear if Hakari was like this prior to learning his technique or his jujutsu shaped him into the person he is now, but regardless, this is the Hakari we got. Hakari has this thing he talks about called the fever. He claims that the deceiver and the deceived both have the fever to change their lives, but people get high on the fever and make mistakes. But without it, people can't even fall in love, and he loves the fever. And a more direct way of dealing with the fever is gambling. He says life itself is a gamble. He's been broken up with because his past girlfriends hated gambling, but they just don't understand. Society tramples on guys who can't bet big and guys who don't know when to quit. Everyone gambles. What they hate is losing and going to ruin. When asked if some people just want to live peaceful lives, Hakari says he's never known anyone like that. He loves the fever, and the fever is gambling, and gambling is life. And love is control, and he wants to control Japan's fever through his fight club. From this we know Hakari has fairly big ambitions. They definitely end in him making a lot of money, but forget that lame shit. This is a story about sorcerers, and I want to see Hakari beat on people with his incredible luck. Uraume is just the next in line to get beat on by Hakari, and if Hakari smiling while Uraume is mad says anything about what happened inside of that barrier, luck is still on Hakari's side.